Dear students, welcome to all of you. Our topic is clause. What is a clause? A clause is a group of related words with a subject and a predicate. Some words are put together. That words are related. Related means put together for a purpose. What is the purpose? To give us a meaning. So a clause will be meaningful. And there are two important parts in a clause. They are subject and predicate. Subject means the doer or the person or the thing responsible for the action or responsible for the verb. That is subject. Predicate means the verbal part. Verb and its elements or its particles like object, complements, etc. Okay. So there will be a subject and a predicate in a clause. Now we can go to one or two examples. He is a doctor. He is a doctor. This is a group of words. Words are put together. So we can check whether we get a meaning. He is a doctor. Yeah, it is meaningful. Here in this the meaning is complete. But in some clauses, meaning will not be complete. But still, we will get a meaning. We will get some meaning. Complete or not is another question. Okay? So here, he is a doctor. Now we can check whether there are the essential elements. Whether this group of words contains essential elements. What are the essential elements? Subject and predicate. Is there a subject in this? He is a doctor. Yeah. This is a subject. He. That is a subject. What is the predicate? Verbal group. Part of the verb. Group of the verb. That is a doctor. So he is the subject. Is a doctor is the predicate. Subject is there. Predicate is there. So this is a clause. We can go to the next example. Tom was rich, so he bought a car. This is a long sentence starting with Tom and ending in car. Tom was rich, so he bought a car. There are two parts actually. Tom was rich. That is the first part. So, that is a coordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunction. He bought a car. That is another part. Now we can check each part. Tom was rich. This is a group of words. And we can check whether there are subject and predicate in this section. Is there a subject? Yes. Tom is the subject. Was rich is the predicate. The subject is there, predicate is there. So that is a clause. So that is a coordinating conjunction. He bought a car is the next part. Now we can check whether this is a clause. So we have to check what? The subject. Is there a subject in that? Yes. He. What's the predicate? Bought a car. That is the predicate. The subject is there, predicate is there. So this is another clause. So in this long sentence, how many clauses are there? There are two clauses. The first clause is Tom was rich. And the second clause is he bought a car. He bought a car. And so is the coordinating conjunction. That is combining or coordinating these two parts, these two clauses. The first clause, Tom was rich, and the second clause, he bought a car, and these two clauses are combined or linked using a coordinating conjunction. Okay? Now we can move to the third example, that is, if you work hard, you can win. I will repeat, if you work hard, you can win. There are essentially two parts in this long sentence. The first part is, if you work hard. After pause, we will say, you can win. Check each part. The first part is, if you work hard. We can check whether there is subject. Yeah, you. That's the subject. Subject is there. Work hard is the predicate. Subject is there, predicate is there. This is a group of words. So we get a meaning. If you work hard, so that is a clause. We don't get a complete meaning from this because of this if. That we will learn later. Okay? So if you work hard, anyhow, we get a meaning from that part, and there are two essential elements. They are subject and predicate. So that is a clause. You check, you can win. That is the next part, the later part in the sentence. You can win. Check whether there is a subject. Subject is there. This is subject. You can win is the predicate. Subject is available, predicate is available. So this is also a clause. So in this long sentence, how many clauses are there? There are two clauses. If you work hard is the first clause, and the second clause is you can win. Okay? So some sentences will carry one clause only. Some sentences may carry more than one clauses. For example, in the first sentence there is only one clause. He is a doctor, single clause. In the second sentence, Tom was rich, so he bought a car. There are two clauses. They are Tom was rich, he bought a car, are the two clauses. And when you move into the third example, if you work hard, the first clause in that sentence, you can win, that is the second clause. So there are two clauses in this sentence. Okay, now we are moving on to the types of clauses. How many types of clauses are there? There are two types of clauses. Main clause and subordinate clause. Main clause means the meaning is complete. Subordinate clause means meaning is not complete. Okay? So if the meaning of a clause is complete, or if we are getting a complete meaning from a clause, it is called main clause. We can put a full stop at the end of a main clause because meaning is complete. Subordinate clause means meaning is incomplete, not complete. Subordinate clause depends upon main clause for the completion of meaning. Understood? So, subordinate clause is dependent clause. Subordinate clause is also called dependent clause. Why? Because subordinate clause depends on the main clause to give us a complete meaning. But main clause is independent clause. Independent means without the help of any other part, a main clause can stand with full meaning. Understood? And sometimes we will think, what is the need of subordinate clause? Subordinate clause gives additional information. Standing with the main clause, subordinate clause gives us additional information. So, to get the added information, we are using a subordinate clause. Okay? Now we can move to examples. You will win. You check that clause. Is it a clause? First we have to check that. Are there the two essential elements like subject and predicate in that? Yes. Subject is the you. Will win is the predicate. That is a clause. You will win. Can we put a full stop at the end of you will win? Yes, no problem. You will win. It is complete in meaning. Okay, but here we have decided to give an extra meaning or additional meaning to the main clause. That is possible. We can give additional meaning, additional information. So we use another group of verbs. And here we have to check whether this is a clause. Is this a clause? You, subject is there. Work hard, predicate is there. A group of words with subject and predicate. So that is a clause. Now we must check what type of clause it is. Whether this clause is complete in meaning or not. You check. If you work hard, meaning is not complete. If the main clause is not there, the reader will not get a complete meaning. Because of this if. You work hard is okay, no problem. You work hard. But if you work hard, something is missing. What is missing? The main clause is missing. You will win. So, if you work hard is incomplete in meaning, but this is a clause because there are two essential elements, subject and predicate. This is a clause, but not giving us complete meaning. We can say it is a subordinate clause. Okay? Now in this long sentence, you will win if you work hard. We can see two clauses. They are main clause, one main clause and one subordinate clause. Okay? Now we move on to the second example. That is, they took rest because they were tired. That's a long sentence. The first part is they took rest. They took rest means that's complete in meaning. So that's the main clause. Main clause will start in the subject. You see, they, that is the subject. You, that's the subject. But here you see, if, that is not the subject. Subject is placed after the conjunction. You, this is the subject. Subject is placed second. Okay? But here subject comes first. So this is the main clause. You see, they took rest because they were tired. In because they were tired, you see the essential elements that must come in a clause, they are subject and predicate. Subject is the, predicate is the, but it is connected or linked with a conjunction, subordinating conjunction. If is a subordinating conjunction, because this if makes this clause a conjunction, as a subordinate clause. Because it's a conjunction. What type of conjunction? Subordinating conjunction. Why it is subordinating conjunction? Because this conjunction makes the following clause subordinate. Because of this word, they were tired becomes subordinate. That is why, because it's named as a subordinating conjunction. Like if is a subordinating conjunction, because it's another subordinating conjunction. Okay? So because they were tired, what's the meaning? Only if you say only this part, because they were tired, is it complete in meaning? No, it is not complete in meaning. It needs the help or the support of the main clause to complete the meaning. To give us a complete meaning, there must be a main clause. So they took rest is the main clause. Because they were tired is the subordinate clause. So one main clause, one subordinate clause in this sentence. There are two clauses. The first clause is a main clause. The second clause is a subordinate clause. Now we can move to the third example. That is, Roy reached there as soon as they left. That's a long sentence. Roy reached there as soon as they left. Now we can examine the sentence and we will know that there are two parts in this sentence. They are Roy reached there, that's the first part. As soon as they left, that's the second part. Now we can check the first part. Whether there is subject in it and predicate, we can check all that. Essential elements are provided or not. Roy, what is that? Subject. Roy is the person responsible, who is responsible for the action. Roy is the subject. What is the verbal part? Verbal part is the predicate. What is it? Reach the predicate. Subject is there, predicate is there. This is a clause. Now we have to check whether this clause gives complete meaning. Yes, this clause gives us complete meaning. Roy reached there. We can even put a full stop there. No matter. The meaning is complete. So this is a main clause. Now what are we going to do? We are going to give an extra information to this main clause using another clause. As soon as they left, as soon as they, subject, left, predicate, verbal part. Okay? As soon as is the conjunction, subordinating conjunction. Okay? As soon as, it comes as a group, as soon as, phrase. Okay? As soon as they left. So, subordinating conjunction is provided, then subject is provided, predicate is also given there. And this clause, the second clause, is incomplete in meaning. Why? Because of the subordinating conjunction. So wherever there is a subordinating conjunction at the beginning of a clause, that clause becomes subordinate clause. So this is a subordinate clause. As soon as they left. If you say as soon as they left, only as soon as they left, is it complete? Meaning is complete or not? Meaning is incomplete. So this is dependent. Depending on what? Depending on the main clause for what? To give a complete meaning. Otherwise, as soon as they left, only that part does not have an entity because it is not giving us a complete meaning. So we cannot say that this is a main clause. The second one is a subordinate clause. Okay? So subordinate clause is also called what? Dependent clause. Main clause is also called what? Independent clause. And there are other two names for these two clauses. This main clause is also named as A clause. A, capital A clause, and this is B clause. So main clause has other names also in grammar. Main clause, independent clause, A clause, and still there is another name, principal clause. Principal means main clause, principal clause, A clause, okay, independent clause. This is subordinate clause, B clause, dependent clause. Yeah. So the last example, when we examine, we know that there are two clauses in that. This sentence carries two clauses. The first clause is the main clause because the meaning is complete, and the second clause is the subordinate clause because the meaning is incomplete. Okay, I think you have understood what is a clause, what are the two types of clauses. Okay, main clause and subordinate clause. So far we have covered. Now we are moving on to the types of subordinate clauses. How many types of subordinate clauses are there? Okay, I have written the categories here. Noun clause, that's the first category. Second category is adjective clause, and the last category is adverb clause. So shortly we can say there are three types of subordinate clauses. They are noun clause, adjective clause, and adverb clause. Okay? Now we can take each one separately. Noun clause. What is a noun clause? From the name, very name, it is clear that it is a noun. Noun clause is a noun, a group of words that can stand as a noun. So a noun clause functions as a noun. The second one is adjective clause. So adjective clause functions as an adjective. Adjective means what is the meaning of adjective? What is the function of adjective? To modify a noun or to modify a pronoun. A noun or a pronoun can be modified using an adjective. For example, he is kind. Kind is an adjective. It is modifying he, pronoun. He is the pronoun in that. Okay, kind. He is kind, predicative adjective, because it is coming in the part of predicate. Kind boy. In kind boy, boy is the noun form. Kind is used to modify it, to attribute. So attributive adjective, that is attributive adjective. If an adjective comes in the part of predicate, it's predicative adjective. Okay. So like that, a clause comes. Like what? Like an adjective. In the function of an adjective, who stands a clause, a whole clause, a group of words with subject and predicate, stands together to function as an adjective, to modify a noun. Okay, that is adjective clause. Okay, so we can say that adjective clause functions as an adjective. Now we move on to the last category, that is adverb clause. Adverb clause, what's the meaning? Adverb clause means a clause that functions as an adverb. Okay, a clause that functions as an adverb. An adverb comes in the form of a clause. Adverb means what? What is the definition you can give to adverb? Adverb is used to modify what? To modify a verb, or to modify an adjective, or to modify another adverb, or to modify a preposition, modify a phrase, modify a sentence, modify another clause. Okay, so that is the function of adverb. So basically we say adverb is a modifier. It is modifying a verb or an adjective or another adverb or a preposition or a phrase or sentence or clause. Okay, anyhow this is a modifier. Adverb clause means a modifier comes in the form of a clause. An adverb comes in the form of a clause. Okay, so in adverb clause there will be a subject, there will be a predicate, and the function of that total or the whole clause is to stand or work or function as an adverb. Okay, these are the three types. Again, I will read the names of these three categories of subordinate clauses: noun clause, adjective clause, adverb clause. Okay? Yes. Now you know there are three types of subordinate clauses. What are the three types of subordinate clauses? Noun clause, adjective clause, and adverb clause. These are the three categories. Okay. Now we are going to each category in detail. The first category is what? Noun clause. Noun clause. So noun clause is what? Noun clause. A noun clause functions as a noun. Noun clause is noun itself. You keep in your mind, that is noun in the form of a clause. A noun in the form of a clause. Some words are standing together to work as a noun. That is noun clause. Okay. Now we have to check what is the function of a noun clause in a sentence. Which are the places where noun clauses can come? Okay. For that we must know where a noun can come. In the place where a noun can come means a noun phrase or noun clause also can come. Okay. So what is the place of a noun in a sentence? You see, it's one example I will tell you. Raju is my friend. Raju is my friend. What is the subject? Raju. That's a noun. Okay. He is my friend. He is a pronoun. So, subject may carry sometimes a noun or a pronoun. So, a noun can come in a subject. So, a noun clause also can come. Have you got it? Wherever a noun can come, there a noun clause also can be placed. No problem. Whether it is one word or one clause, no problem. Okay. So, a noun clause can come in a subject because a noun can come in a subject. So, noun clause also can come in a subject. Okay. Now, you check the later part. For example, I bought a car. I bought a car. What's the subject? I. What's the predicate? Bought a car. In the predicate, you check the predicate now. In the predicate, what is the most important part, essential part? Verb. I bought. I, subject, leave it. Bought a car. Bought. What? You ask what to the verb bought. I bought what? A car. A car, when you examine, you know that car is a noun form. Okay. A car is the object in the sentence. So, a noun form is placed there. A noun is placed there. So, a noun can come in an object. So, noun clause also can come. If noun can come, noun clause also can come. Why? Because noun clause is noun itself in the form of a clause. So, a noun clause can be placed in a subject or in an object. Okay. So, we can check some examples for that. Before that, we should know, whenever we make a noun clause, we know that noun clause is a subordinate clause. A subordinate clause must start with a subordinating conjunction. So, what are the possible subordinating conjunctions we can use to make a noun clause or to make noun clauses? Okay. I have written the group of words here. These are the subordinating conjunctions we can use to start with to write a noun clause. Okay. That means we can start a noun clause in that, or what, or who, or whom, whatever, whoever, whomever. Any one of these words can be used at the first to make a noun clause, because noun clause is a subordinate clause. A subordinating conjunction must come at the beginning. You see this example. That is a doctor was not known to me. That is a doctor was not known to me. This is a big long sentence. What's the first word? That. What's the last word? Me. This is a long sentence. Check whether there are two essential or unavoidable parts in this sentence. Subject and predicate. What is the subject? That is a doctor. That is the first part in this sentence. That is a doctor was unknown to me. This is the predicate. Was unknown to me. Predicate. That is a doctor. Subject. Subject has come in a group of words. A group of words are there in the subject. That all that words are related together or standing together to work as a subject. So subject is a noun form. Okay, subject is noun or pronoun. Pronoun means that is single word only. This is not single word, a group of words, so it must be a noun. So that is a doctor is a noun in the form of a clause. So that is a doctor was not known to me. What was not known to me? That is a doctor. Okay. That is a doctor was not known to me. So this is a subject, and subject has come in the form of a clause. So this is a noun clause. Noun clause. Okay. Now check the next sentence. I bought what you said. I bought what you said. You see, what are the two important elements? I. Subject. Bought what you said. Predicate. And then you ask what to bought. I bought what? What you said. Okay. For example, I bought a car. You see, a car. That's the object. I bought a car. A car is the object. Like that. I bought what he said. We don't know what it is. Only the speaker knows what he bought. Okay. So I bought what you said. Okay. If anybody is speaking like if I am saying, I know what he said, what my friend told me to buy. I bought it and gave him. Maybe it is a car. Maybe it is a pencil. Maybe it is a book. It's an object. Anyhow. So what is said, even though we don't know what it is, what article it is, we don't know. Whether it is a car or whether it is a book, we don't know. But something is there. It is something. Something, that's an object. Object. So what you said is an object. And we can analyze this object. When analyzing this object, we will know that this is a clause. Because a group of words, a group has come. Okay, some words have come together, related words. The words are related to give us a meaning. And in this group, there are two important elements. Subject is the, and predicate is the. What is the subject? You. What's the predicate? Said. In predicate, verb is also okay. Only with one verb we can make a predicate. Understood? So this is the predicate. Subject is the, predicate is the, and that is a clause. That has come as an object. So that is a noun. So that is a noun clause. Understood? So this is a noun clause. A noun clause is placed where as an object. In the first example, noun clause is placed as the subject. Understood? So I request you to make similar sentences. Like a noun clause comes in the subject. Okay. If you don't know, you can check these subordinating conjunctions, and one of these subordinating conjunctions you can use to make the subject, like that he is a doctor. Okay. Another example, I can write what, using what. Start with what. What you said. What you said is true. You see, you take this example. What you said is true. What are the major elements, major compartments of the sentence? What you said is true, predicate. What you said is subject. What you said is true. Okay, something is true. What is the something? Something. Object also, something. I bought what? Something. What is that? What you said. Something, something. Okay. Or somebody. Something. That is a subject. Object also, somebody or something. That is object. So here, a noun clause has come as a subject. Why? What is said is a clause. And that is a subject, and that is noun clause. Because this part works as a noun or functions as a noun. So this is a noun clause. What is said is a noun clause. Noun clause. Okay. So as many as noun clauses you must be able to write your own. Take one subordinating conjunction from this group. Okay. Check this group. We have to once again go through these words. That, what, who, whom, whatever, whoever, whomever. Take one of that subordinating conjunctions like this and make a clause as a subject, or what you said. You see this what, using what, and the clause is made here that functions as an object. Okay, so as a subject, as an object also, noun clauses can be placed. Okay, I think it is clear to you.